All right, let's talk about that 10,000 magical number of steps a day. Like, I don't focus it on my videos, and I get a lot of comments anytime I do a video on the Garmin, Apple Watch, Whoop, like, why is that on a metric that I focus on? And the reason being is because it's kind of an arbitrary number, or like an entry level number if you're someone that is maybe a busy professional or is just getting started back into your physical fitness goals. Because there are better ways. Like, the Department of Health and Human Services would recommend that you're getting about 150 minutes of moderate activity, which is 50 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. And the way you calculate maximum heart rate is 220 minus your age. And even better, to get your heart rate even more up there, you want to hit that vigorous activity, which is just half the amount, so 75 minutes, or any sort of mix of both. Risk of mortality decreases as you increase that. Now, this 10,000 steps is going to probably put you in that moderate activity, depending on your fitness level. For me, on a brisk walk, I'm not even sure I could hit that moderate activity level of 50% of my maximum heart rate, which would probably be in the mid 90s of beats per minute or so. So I focus on other things, like the way I train for endurance and I do strength. The book Outlive by Peter Attia has a whole array of things that show kind of the picturesque regime of physical fitness and health. But this video is about the 10,000 steps, so let's talk about that number. Now, anytime I hear some sort of this serves all in the health realm, or some sort of really rounded number like 10,000 steps, I get a little skeptical. I want to do some digging. I want to figure out where the hell this even came from. And we have to go back decades and decades to the Tokyo 1964 Olympics, when this is the first documented account of where 10,000 steps came from. And it was for an advertisement for a pedometer. Like, this company wanted to sell pedometers and get kind of people moving, which is, a great thing. And the reason being for 10,000 is the Japanese character for 10,000, they say kind of looks like someone that's walking. I guess so. And the name Manpo Kai came out, which is the name of the pedometer, which is a 10,000 steps meter. There was no underlying studies or health reasons of why 10,000 steps. It just was to motivate people to use their device and to get people moving. And about, 10,000 steps is about 5 miles a day. Of course, if you're much shorter, it's going to be much less. If you're much taller, it's going to be more. And on average, us Americans in our very sedentary lifestyle, we're hitting like maybe 1.5 miles a day of just the daily walking around the house, doing chores, going to and from the bathroom. But, it's much less. So all these studies that have dug into what is this magical number of steps that a person could take is actually around 7,000 to 7,500 before the effects start leveling off. Now, that's not to say that's where you should stop. Like, if you're at the beginning of your journey and you want to walk more, you are going to see certain effects. Maybe it's really getting your caloric expenditures to get you in a caloric deficit, and you're going to get some health benefits. But really, we should be looking at that Department of Health and Human Services recommendation of working towards 300 minutes a week of really moderate activity, even increasing it more to really get that heart pumping, getting into the zone 4, getting in the zone 5, really working that cardiac muscle. And it will just give you a much better mentally and physically healthier lifestyle. So 10,000 steps a day, sure, very much entry level, but we're really looking for that cardiovascular health and achieving in other ways, getting strength training in there. But it is a good metric to get you started if you just want a daily goal, but hopefully you're transitioning into something else. So hope this is educational for you, and thanks for watching.